What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new album from the band Skáphe, entitled Skáphe². This is released on Fallen Empire Records. Probably said the name of this band wrong, so I apologize in advance, but anyways. If you're not too familiar with this project, it's based out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very asphyxiating, avant-garde, unorthodox style of black metal. Yeah. This is a project primarily formed by a guy by the name of Alex Poole. You may know him best for his work in the current inclination of one of the best US black metal bands going today in Krieg, but he also has a series of well-versed one-man projects. Most notably bands like Lithotohm, Chaos Moon, and probably my favorite one of the bunch, Esoterica. Seriously great bands in their own respective right. In 2014, he put out a project under the name Skáphe, which was a very different and unique sort of take on black metal, incorporating not only the elements you would best know and appreciate from a black metal record, but also including differing musical elements of stuff like doom, dark ambient, death metal, sludge, just a wide variety of things blended together and brought forth to create a sound that is just so frightening and terrifying. That's what the purpose of a project like this is, and I really like what this band is named after. It's pretty much named after a form of torture and punishment, basically hollowing out someone's inside and feeding them milk and honey to let the insects finish them off afterwards. That's the kind of scary, frightening feeling you get when you listen to a project like this. But now we have a brand new offering from the Skáphe project, and he brought in somebody by the name of DG, who is a very well-known guy within the Icelandic black metal world. Most notably bands like Nadra and Misþyrming. Of course, Misþyrming putting out a very, very awesome black metal record in 2015. I believe he's assisting with vocal work on this particular release. And now we have this second offering from Skáphe entitled Skáphe², as in 2 second power, whatever you want to call it. It's 6 tracks, and it clocks in at around 36 minutes in length. And upon the first couple of listens, I really wasn't sure how to feel about it at first, because there was just so much going on here. It had a phone booth sort of tightness to it. The way everything sounded, the way everything moved along together, it just felt really, really scary. And I didn't know how to comprehend it at first. But then as I gave this album many more listens, of course I got the physical copy in because I was listening to it on Bandcamp at the time, I decided to give the vinyl a few more listens. And then all of a sudden it finally clicked with me. And then I totally got why it sounded the way that it does. I mean, this is some seriously intense stuff. Very, very crazed, very maniacal from the minute you put this on. And it really doesn't let go of you throughout the next 6 tracks. I mean, all these songs don't have any names, they're just numbered. And this is one of those albums that you really need to listen to all the way through, from first song all the way to last. No skipping or fast forwarding here. You just gotta let it sink in with you as one whole immersive experience. And you're gonna get an immersive experience with this second Skáphe release. The riffs are so dizzying. I love the way that these guitar riffs sound and hold your attention all the way throughout, especially upon the first half of this record. It's just so nasty. I love the way these guitar riffs are being handled. Beautifully done, very expertly crafted. The way everything is well layered and well versed together, I think it sounds awesome. There's a great level of musicianship being done here when it comes to the guitar and bass work. The way everything is being brought forward together and handled, it just sounds nice. Even to when it's not so frantic. You get those elements of things slowing down and being a little bit calm. But once everything starts to get scary and crazy again, you're gonna feel the sense of discomfort and fear when you listen to something like this. The drum work here is really sensational. I really love how fast this drumming goes, even when it once again becomes a little bit slower and more calmer and less tense. but when the tension does build up to where the drumming becomes a little faster, it's mesmerizing to behold. And I love how this drumming is handled here. Great pace, great drumming, the way everything sounds, the way everything is mixed, it feels right. And these vocals are something to behold too. Very much a wide variety of fear going on in this vocalist's mind. The growls, the screams, the wails, it's just terrifying. There's a sense of urgency and a sense of fear going on in this vocalist. I especially love the way the vocals are being done throughout the second half of this record. I want to say towards track 4, which I believe is the longest one on here. I believe you get one of the better vocal performances of this entire release on here, and I think it does sound frightening to listen to. This just so depraved, so scary, so frightening. I love what's being done here with this album. And yeah, like I said, this album really took a while to really get a firm grasp on me. And once it did, I eventually fell in love with it and began to appreciate it more. So overall, I think this is an awesome record, and I definitely would see this as to have a spot in my top 20 of this year. It's really frightening stuff. If you're into really phone booth type black metal, a lot of distortion, a lot of experimentation, a lot of weirdness, you're going to get that with this Skáphe release. It's really awesome. Like I said, it's something you have to listen to all the way through in order to fully grasp and comprehend what's going on. But yeah, every single track on here is worth paying attention to and listening to. This is a marvelous, marvelous release. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to the Skáphe Bandcamp page where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can buy it digitally. I believe it is a name your price download. You can download it for free, or you can throw in a couple of bucks to support the band. And you can also pick up a vinyl. I believe the web store for Fallen Empire is currently under construction right now, but once it is back up and running, you need to buy yourself a vinyl copy of this. It's available on a standard black vinyl, and it comes on this beautiful translucent red 180 gram vinyl. It is a beautiful, beautiful record to look at and to listen to. This artwork is sensational. I thought they would be intestines at first, but then again, I do see a little bit of a noodle thing going on here. It is pretty damn weird. I really, really love this artwork. It's very nice to listen to. And the incense stuff, too. Comes with... oh, dropped one. But yeah, the incense. It comes with incense to enlighten the experience. Probably make the record smell a little good, too. But yeah, what can you do? But yeah, again, the album is Skáphe² by Skáphe. This is released on Fallen Empire Records. Go pick this up when you're able to. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very strong 9 out of 10. Very, very maniacal and crazy black metal to listen to. I definitely would recommend this, and the first Skáphe release if you haven't heard that as well. So, if you happen to have heard this album, let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it. Do you like it in comparison to the first Skáphe? Do you like the first Skáphe better than the second one? Let me know how you feel about it. I know a lot of you have many differing opinions about it, so let's have some wonderful conversations about this record. So, I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Armijo out.